far beyond where maps end and direction loses meaning. There exists a place untouched by time, not abandoned, because abandonment implies something once left. This place was never meant to be entered, yet it remains. The air hangs heavy, unmoving, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Nothing grows here, yet nothing decays. It simply waits. The ground feels aware. Not alive, not dead, aware. Beneath its cracked surface lies warmth, faint but deliberate, like a memory refusing to cool. The patterns carved into the soil seem accidental at first, but the longer they're observed, the more intentional they appear. Circles within circles, paths leading nowhere, shapes that hurt to understand. Above, the sky refuses to choose a time of day. It glows dimly, stained with a color that does not exist anywhere else. No sun, no stars, only a vast ceiling of suspended dusk. Shadows stretch and shrink without reason, crawling slowly as if searching for something they lost long ago. Deep below, far beneath any reachable depth, something pulses. It does not beat like a heart. It remembers like one. Each pulse sends a subtle vibration through the land, a reminder that this place is not empty. It is listening, learning, waiting for a moment it has rehearsed for centuries. Structures rise from the ground like fossils of impossible architecture. They lean at angles that defy balance, their surfaces smooth yet scarred. They were not built for shelter or function. They were built to observe, to frame the world from very specific angles that make reality feel incorrect. Along their walls, faint impressions shimmer when the light shifts. They are not symbols nor language, but compressed experiences. Emotions trapped in matter. Fear without a source. Longing without memory. Regret without choice. When the air moves, these feelings leak out, brushing against everything nearby. Time behaves differently here. It stretches, twists, folds in on itself. A single moment can feel endless, while centuries slip by unnoticed. Movement becomes uncertain, not because of distance, but because direction loses meaning. Forward and backward feel identical. Something exists beyond sight. It does not move through space. It rearranges it. You never see it approaching, yet its presence grows heavier. It does not hunt, yet escape feels conceptually impossible, as if the idea of leaving was never part of this place's design. The ground begins to hum, softly at first, like a distant echo trapped underground. The vibration carries intention, not a message, a reaction. The land recognizes awareness. Observation triggers response. This place does not like being perceived. There are no creatures here, yet the sensation of being watched becomes overwhelming, not from above or behind, but from everywhere at once, as if the environment itself has countless unseen eyes, buried deep within its layers, all focused inward. At the center lies something wrong, a structure, or perhaps a wound. Reality bends around it unnaturally. It is older than form, older than memory. Something once attempted to pass through it, to leave this place behind, and failed. The scar remains, quietly resisting time. From that scar, echoes emerge. Not sounds, but possibilities. Futures that never occurred. Choices that were never made. Entire worlds that almost existed. They press outward, heavy and suffocating, filling the space with unrealized existence. Slowly, the environment begins to close in on itself, not collapsing, sealing. Like an eye blinking, the structures lean inward, the air thickens, and the silence deepens. It feels less like an ending, and more like preparation. And then, a final understanding settles in. This place was never meant to be explored. It was built to remember, to observe, to wait, and now that it has been noticed, it will never forget.